if you were here yesterday on stream, you know that I was planning to go to locals and play some Blitzkrieg at locals because it's a deck that's really fun, and I wanted to try it and give you and bring back the locals GoPro footage, because I promised you that we're gonna go back into some locals gameplay content once I have more time, and I do have more time now. However, I was not late for locals. No, I wasn't. I was not late for locals. I was there in time. I just wanted to be known. However, and this is the good and the bad news, locals have become so popular here that you actually have to pre-register now. And I didn't know this, and I didn't have it on my radar. So when I got there 15 minutes before it was supposed to start, I couldn't enter anymore because there was already it was already full. Everyone had pre-registered, and there was no more room for me, which is okay. I mean, I messed it up, you know. I didn't pre-register and it was full. It happens. So I thought to myself, you know, I can just go back home and then I don't have anything in terms of GoPro footage. Or I had a genius idea of asking different people every round to wear the GoPro for a round. And so what we have today is locals gameplay from different players every single round, different decks every single round, and not my perspective. So first of all, I want to say it was awesome from the people that I asked that they were willing to record a different round of gameplay for me every round. It's really, really cool. It's not something I take for granted, of course. You know, they knew that there was going to be a lot of eyes on their locals gameplay all of a sudden, you know, so I really appreciate that. And I also want to say, this is the most important thing for me today, is that, you know, everyone is nice to these players when we watch these games, all right? This is locals. Everyone is there to have fun. Everyone is trying their best. And I will not tolerate anyone insulting anyone's plays, anyone's decks, or anything today, all right? It's completely fine if you say something like, oh, I would have done this differently, or I wouldn't play this card in that deck, or whatever. Like, those are completely fine. You can absolutely discuss the plays and everything, but just be nice to people, okay? I don't want anyone to be insulted on this stream or anything just because they were nice enough to wear the GoPro for a round and give us some content, okay? That is all I'm asking for. Please be nice to people, and I hope we can see some really, really cool gameplay from different decks each round. I made sure that every round is going to be a different deck. I do not know exactly who is winning every round because I tried to not pay too much attention. Of course, I was there. I was watching over different matches. I was, of course, also giving them a little bit of instructions on how to use the GoPro and everything. But I made sure to not pay too much attention to their matches so that I can watch them with you guys together for the first time, essentially, right? Is your local store small so they can't increase the player numbers? The locals it's not a small store. They're relatively large, actually, but they just have multiple games going at the same time. And like Yugioh already has like the biggest like part of the store. Like the one area of the store is already reserved for Yugioh on Wednesdays. There are more tables, but there's just people playing other games there. And so they limited Yugioh to 24 seats. And then, I mean, they allow 25 players to enter because then one has a buy. That's fine. Doesn't take up a spot. But 24 is the cap. The store is technically larger than that. But of course, they don't want to tell other people to just leave because Yugioh is now, you know, so it's fine. 24 is still relatively large for like Wednesday night locals. I think it's actually really impressive that that they fill up like that. Like, and there's even more demand like that. Like the 24 on a Wednesday night is kind of crazy, I think. So I was happy to hear that. I was happy that the locals are thriving. But of course, it also meant I couldn't play yesterday. But yes. Okay. That being said, we are jumping into the first feature match over here. And I do know that on the bottom here we have Mitsurugi with a little bit of a spicy chaos. It's not a chaos engine, but I think there's a chaos like bridge in there to access Habakiri. And on the top, I believe we have Archmage. That's the only info I have. I don't know how these games are going or anything like that. I don't know who's going first. I see. Oh, we opened one of Habakiri and called by. Are we going first? We are not going first. Okay. We're going second. Uh-oh. We have one bell against Archmage, and they started with Medius. You can't bell Medius, right? Medius only adds or summons from deck, not from grave. It might be cooked, guys. It might be cooked. Wait, set one? Respectfully pressing the 1.25 speed button on the Archmage combo. Don't mind me. Is there anything we can bell? Is there anything we can bell in Archmage that actually hurts them? Not really, right? Litera? I mean, yeah, we can bell Litera, but I mean that's not really gonna hurt, right? That is Power Patron. I mean, look, every single Medius lore deck has kind of turned into Power Patron combo pile now, right? I mean, the only exception is maybe Doom Z. Like, Doom Z is the one that I think still feels the most like Doom Z. But I can barely distinguish like Archmage from Elf Node gameplay anymore, because it's just a lot of or pure Power Patron. Like Archmage, pure Power Patron, it feels almost like the same thing at this point. Josh not even playing himself. Next time he even gonna let Amber commentate over the games. Come on, man. Cut me some slack. I did what I could. The alternative was that I go back home and we have nothing to take a look at today. I thought it was a good idea. I thought it was a fun idea to see different games from different players every round. I think this is fun. We are not happy. We are not happy about the ghost spell in our hand. Dude, it's gotta be the worst feeling to draw only one hand trap and then play against a combo deck where the hand trap just does nothing. Like, it's actively just a bad card. Because the thing is, like, other than that, the hand is pretty fire, right? Like, we got Habakiri plus Ritual Spell. Those are two very solid pushes. We have Called By to negate a hand trap. And Lacrima, I mean, as long as Lacrima is our only normal summon, it's not a bad normal summon at that, right? It's a good normal summon. So it's not a bad hand by any means, but I just don't think it's good enough against Archmage. Like, I just don't think we're gonna be able to play the game. Like, they already have 3 negates as we speak right now. There's already Deactorus, Varudras, and the counter trap. I'm not entirely sure why people are defending Archmage. Archmage to me is kind of crazy. Okay. Hello, Lampy. Welcome everybody. Thank you for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream. We are watching locals from yesterday, but it is not me playing because locals was already full and I was not pre-registered, so I couldn't enter locals myself. So I decided to give my GoPro to different players every round, and we are watching mystery feature matches, basically. I was not late. Chat, stop saying I was late. I was not late. I was perfectly in time. I was there 15 minutes early. I was not late. How, we are 6 minutes into this feature match. I feel like our protagonist on Mitsurugi probably only watched all of this and tried to play into it because they wanted to not just scoop for the camera, which I appreciate. But I think I would have been out of here already. I would not have watched all that. Bell putting in the work. Yes, let's go. And Fiendsmith track. Dude, this is 4 pushes and called by. It's really not a bad hand, but I don't think we're gonna have a chance. 4 pushes and called by, I don't think even gets close here. I mean, bro, come on. SP, Pinmel, 3 negates, and whatever else we have there. It's just not, we're not playing the game.
Zum Negate. Ja. Okay. Irgendwas dann? Noch mit so einem Lucky Mal-Effekt.
Oh, and the non-Fido is a quick effect fusion summon, right? Or like Drago Stapelia.
Zum Dark Rulon, right? Alles klar, ja.
Alright, negate Lacrima, negate Requiem.
Irgendwas hier.
You know what, God? Thank you for the gift sub. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Necroquip Princess. Unfortunately, no way to trigger it ourselves to get a draw. But I guess if we get hand trapped, then we could use it. It feels like we have to start with the ritual spell, because if you start with Habakiri, the counter trap would negate and destroy it, right? So we don't have a ritual to summon anymore with the spell, so we have to start with the spell. I think that's what he asked about right now as well, whether the counter trap destroys. So good thought process there. Varudras, detach 1 to negate, detach another 1 to destroy Necroquip. Congratulations. Activate Habakiri, get hit with the counter trap, and we go next. Alright. Oh, yeah, we play more. Nice. Drago Stapelia.
Ja. Dann hast du gerade noch live SP und die Counter-Trap kenne ich ja nicht, aber es ist obvious, dass du sie hast. Und sie, dann würde ich ja Valkyrie aktivieren. Ja.
Negate! Hearing today, aren't we?
Dann Set 1. Mit dem Fliegment fest.
Ich würde auf Main Veteran sagen.
Bell put in the work. Let's go. We belt the Litera, dude. We got him good. We got him good. How are they gonna recover from this? I don't think they can. Oh, the game ended. Oh, they probably surrendered to the bell, right? They probably surrendered because they can't recover from the ghost bell.
Komplett irrelevant.
Normally I skip the side decking process, but when I'm just now noticing when it's someone else doing it, I find it very interesting because it's nothing I've ever seen before. Like watching someone else's POV when they side deck. Let me see that side deck again. Hold up. What are we working with here? Okay, we've got 4 Solemns for going first. I mean, yeah, we love negating every play on this channel, so we put these in for going first. Talents. I do agree with not putting in the talents for going first, because this deck typically isn't a deck full of hand traps. I guess it's also because I know the player who's piloting it. They're on like armies and evenly and stuff, so talents doesn't seem that great. And yeah, they usually are on board breakers with Archmage. I mean, it does make sense in Archmage as well. You can expect Archmage to be on board breakers because they play the field spell. You can use them as discards. So yeah, Charmies are going out. By the way, I think the bridge that we're utilizing here because we did see the Skull Archfiend of Chaos in the deck. With Fiendsmith, I believe the bridge is Aerial Eater to make to send the guy. This way, Fiendsmith can now bridge into a Mitsurugi. Right? So what we do is we side out 3 Charmies, or we have 4 Solemns though. We need one other card. that bell was way too important game 1. We need to keep that bell. Yeah, no, that's the correct side out. I like that. Actually, Bell, I feel like Bell was so bad because I think there was multiple copies of Bell in the deck. It might actually be better to even side out the other copy of Bell for whatever else we have in the side deck. Maybe even the talents at this point, because the Bell seemed so irrelevant. Like, I mean, I know I just said talents doesn't seem great in this matchup, but Bell might be worse. Alright, now we can fast forward the shuffling a little bit. Alright, and game 2 we're going first against Archmage. So I also, fun fact, I did a field study yesterday because I wasn't playing, and I investigated the Medius lore combo players at locals yesterday, and there was a couple of Elf Note players and an Archmage player. And I kid you not, I genuinely think their win rate going first was something like 90%, and their win rate going second was something like 10%. I remember once, like, I think, and I actually, I'm not joking, but I think, like, I remember one singular match where one of the Media's players won going second, and one singular match where one of them lost going first. And that was, I think, a mirror match between 2 Elf Notes, where one of them just didn't make a great board going first and the other one beat it. So, and this is like, it's like, I'm trying to convey this information in the most unbiased way possible. Like, I actually did go ahead and ask them, like, hey, who won here? Who went first? Like, I did this the entire day because I was just watching the games and I wasn't playing myself. And it was unironically, like, the numbers were insane. There was like one singular game where a Medius deck lost going first, and like one game where a Medius deck, you know, like Elf Note was able to win going second. It's actually, you know. Dude, the last two, no, let's watch that. Let's watch the open. Oh my, okay, oh my god, dude. The last two just killed me, man. Oh god. Bro.
Lacrima effect on summon. Engraver, irgendwas hier? Requiem Effekt, Target Lacrima. Irgendwas hier? Necrocrypt, irgendwas hier? Engraver Effekt, Shuffle weg, Lorry, verkost. Irgendwas?
Yeah, we don't even need to bridge because we opened prayers as well.
Irgendwas hier? Keine Kosten. Kabakiri? Kabakiri-Effekt? Ja. Effekt Saji?
Oh, interesting. I mean, we have called by anyways, bro. Okay, The one person who does not get to complain about all this is the Archmage player, okay? Like we, as the viewers, we can complain about this all we want. We can complain about Ash called by going first, but the Archmage player does not get to complain, all right? We agree on that? Okay. Is interesting still to point out the use of Ash onto the Saji. I mean, I guess holding it for the Saji is technically... Oh, it's not safer, I don't think, because when your opponent activates prayers with no tribute, they do not have a ritual monster in hand, or like another Mitsurugi monster. So by allowing them to search Habakiri and sending the Saji and then ashing the Saji, what you open yourself up to is Hard Draw Ritual Spell. Hard Draw Ritual Spell now destroys you instead of the called by, right? Like if they have the ritual spell in hand and what they're missing is the ritual monster, then you will, if you allow them to search a ritual with the prayers, you lose to that. So I don't think the Ash on the Saji is correct in this instance. But I mean, I get the base idea. Also, it's interesting to point out that this combination of Fuwa plus Ash, the combination of Fuwa plus Ash does not necessarily lose to Called by plus Ash if you manage to Ash first and they Called by the Ash, because then they cannot Ash the Fuwa anymore, right? Like in this example, if we try to Ash the Tract or the Requiem, if just in case your opponent has the Called by, if they Called by the Ash Blossom, they can no longer Ash the Fuwa, right? Which is something that could happen if your opponent only has one starter. You can play around Ash Called by like this. Would they have Called by Ash on track though, is my question. You don't know that. You don't know that. It's just something that you can try sometimes if you are scared of your Fuwa getting ashed and trying to play around Called by. That's a hard call though. I mean, that's the thing is like, here's the thing. What you lose to in that instance is if your opponent has 2 plays, and so because they have 2 plays, they don't Called by the Ash. But if your opponent has 2 plays plus an Ash or a Called by, your Ash plus Fuwa is never good enough anyways, right? Like it's less about actively playing around Called by plus Ash. It's more so finding a way to beat possible combinations. Whereas like if your opponent has, in a world where you assume that your opponent has Ash in hand to beat your Fuwa, if they have 2 plays plus Fuwa, when you Ash doesn't really matter, if that makes sense. Because if they have 2 plays, they never have to Called by the Ash if they have it or not. It doesn't matter. And even if they don't have Called by, if you Ash one of their plays, the other play plus Ash on Fuwa still wins for them. So essentially what I'm saying is there are more combinations of hands that you can beat by ashing first than charming first, a lot of the time.
Chaining 1 Aramasa, Chaining 2 Kusanagi Ritual. Someone from deck.
How good is Solemn Accusation against Archmage? Can you use Accusation on Pendulums? Yeah, right? What is that language? That is German. I am from Germany, so I go to locals in Germany. I don't go to the UK to play locals. A little far.
Effekt von Habakiri.
I mean, bro, they got 3 cards left in hand. You've got, I mean, at this point, this is the point in modern Yu-Gi-Oh where, as much as I hate on combo decks, but at this point in modern Yu-Gi-Oh, it doesn't matter what deck you're playing. Like, bro, we negated 2 of their hand traps. We have a Solemn Accusation in hand, and we can search like another counter trap, and we have a Murakumo. Like, your opponent does not play the game, even against a deck like Mitsurugi Fiendsmith at this point. Which is a problem that is primarily caused in this particular instance, not by the engine of the deck, but by the non-engine in the deck, which is why I keep going on tangents about Called By and Ash Blossom, because this game going second would have been absolutely playable for the opponent if it wasn't for Called By and Ash. And by the way, just to also address this argument, this game would not have been an auto win going second by resolving the Fuwa. This game would have been hard still for the Archmage player. This would have been a good Mitsurugi board still. We would have had access to the Mitsurugi engine. We would have had Solemn Accusation, and all we had to do was give 1, maybe 2 Fuwa draws, and we would have had 2 other cards in hand besides the Ash and the Called By. If those didn't exist, we would have drawn other cards. So it would have been still a difficult game for the opponent even after resolving the Fuwa. It's not like I'm trying to flip the script and have the player going second win all the time if they activate a Fuwa. But this has been turned into a complete non-game now, because now you have 4 cards in hand, and 4 cards are never enough to beat this. It's also why Caesar needs to go. I would like to see Caesar go, but I don't think Caesar is the issue in this particular instance, because whether the Caesar is here or not, I think actually has almost zero impact on this game. This game is unwinnable if you just delete the Caesar off the board right now. You don't have enough cards to play the game. You simply do not have enough cards to play the game here. Even if you can just delete the Caesar out of nowhere for no reason, this game is not winnable. Against Murakumo, Accusation, we did search prayers and not the trap, but like this game is not playable with 4 cards, even if the Caesar doesn't exist. Depends on how many evenlies the Archmage has opened. No, it does. I mean, no, it does not depend on how many evenlies you've opened. You need like at least 2 to even resolve one. So you have 2 cards left in hand, and you don't win with 2 cards after evenly here. What do you mean? To the second evenly, they just chain prayers, tribute Futsu, and you don't beat that. Also, actually, no, yeah, because of Accusation being the card here specifically, you can't even resolve an evenly. Yeah, my bad.
Von Futsu, Target ist Murakumo.
Alright, we discard a spell and one of the power patrons to make non-finito. We set a card here. We can set the counter trap, I guess, but I mean... You don't need to Murakumo here, I think. Oh, we do. Okay.
Auf Rest, deiner Mondo-Effekt, Target Murakumo. Proceed.
2 cards left in hand. We have Accusation and we have Murakumo discard.
Nicht überlegen. Sonst kann er eine banishen und aus dem Deck special oder sowas.
Ich zeig dir erstmal einen großen Powerpick vom Extra-Deck vor. Dann kann ich für Effekt eine Handkarte für Deck banishen und dann die Spezial beschwören.
Alles klar.
Oder einen, der halt ihn erwähnt. Effekt.
I mean, you just chain Murakumo to this, right? And then they can't resolve it because they cannot discard a card. That does not work. Yep.
Das heißt, du specialst jetzt den grünen vom Deck, ne? Ja. Chain Murakumo. Macht keinen Unterschied.
Ja. Das negiert.
Alles klar.
All right.
Ja, okay.
I think when it's just 2 cards in hand, I think technically against a deck that's very heavy on monster starters, you're probably supposed to Accusation the spell so that whatever the last card in hand is, you can guaranteed negate it with Murakumo. And that's how you also win, without ever using the Caesar, but yeah.
Dafür hattest du Game 1 alles.
To be fair, the Mitsu hand was insane. I mean, yeah, I'm not arguing against that. The Mitsu hand was completely insane. But, I mean, cards like Called By and Ash existing make it easier to draw insane hands like that going first. That's my point. It's just, it's a way to turn solid hands into completely insane hands because you just cannot lose a game like that. And I think that is something I would ideally I would like to avoid, having hands where you would literally cannot lose, because that is not very interesting to me. Just saying any deck would have lost there, not just Medius. Oh no, absolutely, that is true. This was not a deck issue for the player. The player going second had no agency in this game, and it didn't matter what deck they were playing. Like the 99.9% of decks and hands would lose to that hand. So yeah. And now we do the thing. We take out all the Solemns and we bring back all the Charmies back in. It's another thing that like bothers me with side decking now, is it's become less interesting with the more specifically designed cards for going first and going second they make, the easier it becomes to side deck and the less interesting, because you just you have an obvious pile of cards that needs to go out and an obvious pile of cards that needs to go in. Which is, I mean, I guess it's not necessarily a problem, it's just less interesting to think about, I guess. But as long as I guess I don't have an issue with it as long as the cards are interesting gameplay. Dude, 3 Lava Golem, 3 Evenly, 3 Fuwa, 3 Purulia. This has got to be a solid matchup post side here. Right? We got all of the good non-engine. Siding out Fiendsmith? Yeah, I think we're siding out Fiendsmith because it's mainly used as a bridge for going first, as more starters. For Pure Mitsu, I can get behind it, even though... I mean, we do have the Wosu in the deck, so I guess that would also cancel out the Fiendsmith cards. And we also put in Lava Golem, which does not work with... Oh, siding out Ghost Ogre I don't like. There's got to be a better solution than siding out Ghost Ogre. Ghost Ogre is pretty good against Archmage, I feel. Wait, did we change it? No, we didn't. Okay. Everything else we sided out, I agree with, I think. It's just the Ghost Ogre, I feel like I would at this point, I would take another look through my deck and try to find another card that might be worse than Ghost Ogre. Probably an engine card. Like, oh no, pre-prep mirror! Double normal, yeah, look. Bro, this has got to be one of the worst feelings in the game. When you play, I mean, it does not get worse, actually. It actually, I am feeling so much horror right now. It does not get worse. We're playing against one of the most auto-win combo decks going first in the format right now. We're going second in game 3. We sided in infinite non-engine and board breakers. We have 6 more Charmies, evenly Lava Golem, all that kind of stuff in our deck. And we open 0 hand traps, 0 non-engine, double normal summon, and pre-prep mirror. This has got to be the worst freaking... And there's still 9 minutes in this video, so you know, like 5 or 6 of those minutes is just the Archmage comboing right now. I'm going to 1.5. I'm going to 1.5. These are the days where you... These are the hands where you pray it's your day and hope your opponent bricks. The issue is, I don't know if Archmage can brick. Archmage has so many engine cards. Like, maybe against like a Cool Tune or something, you could get lucky and they brick. But against this deck, I don't think you can. Aha. Yep. We did not break. Not in the slightest. Oh! Blessed internet connection, actually? Imagine they now look at their hand and all of a sudden it's like 4 board breakers. Little cut. Little cut, and now it's Pot of Slot, Lava Golem evenly, actually.
Nein. Jo. Sami.
So this, by the way, this is what I meant when I said I don't understand why they made the Ars Magna cards. I don't understand why they made them when the deck already does this.
Das ist ärgerlich.
And this is just one of the decks that the Medius lore produces. Like there's also Elf Note, which is basically the same but with synchro monsters.
Crazy.
And so I don't know why we keep going.
Ja.
At the same time, I wonder if it even matters that much. Because like, can the deck even become more auto win going first?
Ja.
Because I feel like if we got to this point, like, it is already this, right? It is already,
Ich verstehe das Problem.
like, you know.
Ja, aber ich komme gerade nicht an.
So, das schaffst du schon.
Das schaffst du schon.
Das ist ärgerlich.
Dann ist es so, ich hab verkackt.
Oh, he said he messed up the combo? I don't know, I didn't pay attention, man.
Ja.
I'm sure it's good enough, man.
Der sucht eine Powerpatch ins Feld. Ne? Ja.
I'm sure it's good enough to beat 2 normal summons, prayers, pre-prep mirror.
Ich kannte keine der 3 Karten davor, ne?
Doch, du wusstest, dass ich die habe. Ja, die wirst du aber nicht gleich sehen.
Theo realize past Lul.
Vor mir jetzt irgendwelches Knowledge sagst, deswegen habe ich gefragt. So.
What is that soda? Spezi. Classic German drink. But I also realized, or I learned somewhat recently that other countries don't really have it or know it.
Vormalen, wa?
It's like a mix of Coke and Fanta. It's really good.
Ja.
That exists? Yeah, it's like we have it like since I from what I remember, we've always had it in Germany. It's like a classic thing that I've known since I'm a child. And it's pretty good. It's also the kind of things that, you know, it's the perfect time to talk about it during the Archmage combo, I guess. We can talk about all kinds of things.
Ja. Ja.
Okay, somehow this board is worse than in game 1, but they did say they mess up. Oh my god. I thought it couldn't get any worse. I thought it couldn't get any worse. Oh, dude, dude.
Stand by me. Noch mit so einem Naramasa-Effekt. Ja. Irgendwas hier? Prayers, Tribute verkost.
Okay, we should have chained Prayers Tribute the Aramasa when they activated Finmel, right? I mean, we're losing anyways. I'm not saying we would have won if we did that, but we should have tributed the Aramasa for the Prayers when they tried to negate it with Finmel. But this is the point, I do feel that this is the point where you know you lost anyways, and it's just, it doesn't even matter. Okay, Prayers resolves. Revive the other Aramasa. We play Exiton? Probably. It's a Fiendsmith build. Oh yeah, there's Exiton. I mean, it gets negated anyways.
Sagi Effekt im Graveyard. Sekunde.
Okay. I mean, we can't play through the Actor's negate though.
Cool. Sammelt von der Hand.
Oh my god. This has caused me so much pain. You can't. Oh, you don't. Oh my.
Dann hast du wohl gewonnen.
Oh my god, man. Oh, what have I done? Do you know what the? Do you want to hear? Do you want to hear something funny, guys? The next round, I gave the GoPro to the Archmage player. The next round, the Archmage player has the GoPro. Why would you do this? I didn't know. I didn't know it was gonna be this. Also, the Archmage player was up against Branded. There was only one Branded player in the locals, and I wanted to feature the Branded player. So there's Branded in the next round. The next round has Branded in there. The next round has Branded. I mean, I wish we could analyze this game a little bit more, but realistically, this was just the most painful thing I've seen, maybe ever, and I'm happy it's over. and now we are in the mind, in the head, or rather on top of the head of an Archmage duelist in the next round. We will see the game from their perspective. Let's see. It's funny to me that he always says auf ein Gutes at the start of the game, which means let's have a good game, but then plays Archmage. Weird to me. It's weird to me. We are going second.
Yep.
We have Fuba. They had Fuba. High spirits with Fuba for Albaz. Good start. Fog champion. We go main phase. There's no other hand traps beside Fuba. Fuba is good against Branded, but not the end of the world. Especially because we sent Albion as the first send for the Albaz and not Titaniclad. That sometimes hurts when you do that. So we can summon one of the Ecclesias. Because we're under Fuba, we might go for Dogmatica Ecclesia. We are going for Dogmatica Ecclesia. Oh! Evenly off the top. Okay, that is very good. That is very, very annoying, actually. I will say, as much as I hate combo decks going first, I actually do think they are enjoyable to play and even to play against when they're going second. Like the whole, like, I set up a board, like, and I'm talking from the perspective of usually a mid-range player like Branded or Chaos or whatever. Like, I like the dynamic of setting up a mid-range board and then my combo opponent tries to play into it with like a strong engine. To me, that is enjoyable. It's just the big, I have an issue with the big disparity between going first and going second against these decks, right? Like if Branded goes first, for example, I think Archmage going second into it usually is going to be a good game. Nice rage bait. It's not rage bait. It's genuinely not rage bait. I think combo decks going second are a fun way to play the game. I think that's fine. And I mean that. I think combo decks going second are enjoyable. Usually even for both parties. Because mid-range decks make strong boards but not auto-win boards, so your opponent pushing into it with strong engine is fine by me. I think it'd be better if the combo decks had less room for non-engine. I mean, they often do have less room for non-engine, though.
Fallen und
Like there's a lot of things you can say about Archmage Medius lore decks or whatever, but they don't play like 17 hand traps like other decks.
Achso, ich dachte,
But complaining about my mermail pile? Bro, you showed me your side deck yesterday and it had an entire Gishki hand loop in your side deck. What do you mean?
Draw Face.
Of course I complain about that.
Stand by main phase. End of main. Battle. End of battle.
Ah, this evilly hurts so much, man. Okay, what do we have to do here? We have to Fallen and the Virtuous, our own Albaz, or Fallen of the White Dragon for sure, so that it lands in the graveyard so we can bring it back with Rindbrom in main phase 2. And then we have the decision between, do we keep Quem or do we keep Retribution? I think we keep Quem. I think you keep Quem. You send something now. Is this Cartesia? This is Cartesia, right? We put a Cartesia in the graveyard. Somehow? How did Cartesia get there? Because High Spirits send Fuwa. What is this monster? Oh, Quem Milded. Right, of course. Yeah. Quem Milded. Yeah, then you go Fallen and the Virtuous, send something, pop your own Albaz, so it's there for Rindbrom, and then Quem brings back Cartesia. That's not bad. That's still a lot. Right? That's still a pretty good amount of interruptions. And they can't kill us. And Titanic Clad. Pop Albaz. Nice. I like it. No, not the Quem! Not the Quem. The Quem does so much. Okay, I mean, I get. Keep Retribution is a good card too, man. The Quem is so good. No, Quem! I mean, the Retribution is really good too. It is really good too.
Scale. Effect and special.
Okay, pop itself. The special and Archmage Power Patron from the hand.
Effekt.
This is search a spell now, and this is draw 2, discard 1, destroy itself.
Terminus und dann ziehe ich 2 Discarder ein.
These cards do too much, man. I said it. These pendulum cards do too much. And I will not take it back.
Es ist wirklich unangenehm.
Also du kannst schon normal.
Ja.
Super Poly.
Discard ist Terminus. Effekt.
It's funny they put a discard on it, but then it adds the card right back. And when I say funny, I mean weird. Okay, well,
Zerstört auch, oder?
I guess how well we can play through this Albaz Ecclesia now depends on what kind of super poly targets we have for that. Like, can we interrupt the Albaz fusion with super poly?
Korrekt, aber muss ich selber nutzen.
The answer is probably yes.
Wenn er auf Grave geht, was sucht er?
Sucht dir eine Spelltrap von den Art Mages. Er muss nicht als Fusionsmaterial genutzt werden, er muss einfach nur...
With Quem going on, there would be no game here. What do you mean? Like, if I think if Branded keeps Quem, it still isn't over. Like, I think with the super poly, they might be able to break it. I'm out of the loop. How did we get to Archmage? I thought today was Blitz. This is not me. Locals was full yesterday. I was there. I didn't pre-register, and so I couldn't play. So I gave my camera to different people. There is a Dragostapelia in the deck. Yeah, we saw it earlier. So you can always do, if you have a fusion monster, you can do... Oh, we let them make non-finito before activating Rindbrom, so now they can potentially get the counter trap.
Spell.
What was the max amount of players? 25. Which is a lot for a Wednesday night locals, I think, but
Und ich, solange ich eine Art Match
I'm very happy to see that everyone's going and enjoying locals. Yeah, that's the thing about the Quem. The Quem also gives us better setup for next turn. Because now Quem is banished face down. How do they still have so much left to push with? Feels like they've already done so much.
Das kann ich eh nicht mehr machen.
Can you retrieve Quem somehow? I think you cannot recycle face down banished cards with the dragon that devours the dogma. I think it says face up banished cards. So you can? Ah, okay, then dogma can. Shuffle it back into the deck. There was a card that I read recently that said face up banished. Which card was that? Oh, I think it's the Skull Archfiend. I think the Skull Archfiend of Chaos says face up banished, right?
Okay.
Yes, okay, yeah. I just remembered reading one of these cards where it's I wondered if it could recycle face downs. Okay, now we have Retribution on Graph Lair. I don't know if this is the same value we would have gotten then out of the Quem. Like we're just negating a Graph Lair here. I don't know.
Das ist so Dogma und Albion. Oder? Das ist.
They haven't even normal summoned.
Medios, Additional Enormous haben davon Effekt.
By the way, it was this round on the table next to this. You guys, we can't see it, but on the table next to this, it was Invoked versus Fairy Tail. And in game 1, Fairy Tail made a board with 3 fusion monsters on it with different attributes. And Invoked went Draw Phase, Super Poly, Summon Hyper Invoked Aeon with your 3 fusion monsters. It was insane. It was insane. Cool word. Thank you for the 20 months. I appreciate that. Thank you for your support. Did Fairy Tail win that game? No, they went to the side deck immediately. They went to their side deck instantly.
Irgendwas?
Do you know what one of the craziest cards is in this particular matchup when the Archmage is going second? I wonder if we're going to see it this game. Is actually the Vidolium Pendulum guy. This has happened to me before in testing, but when you play Branded and you get hit with evenly matched in this matchup, you often think like, oh, I'm not gonna die, I'm just gonna try to play for follow-up. The Vidolium 5k Pendulum just banishes the entire graveyard for no reason. Is Invoked an underrated deck? I'll say it like that. Invoked at this locals yesterday was the most popular deck. There were 25 players at the locals and 5 of them played Invoked. In the last round of Swiss, table 1, 2, 3, and 4 all had an Invoked player. So no, I don't think it's underrated. So you're secretly glad you didn't get to play? I think Blitzclick is completely fine into Invoke, no? You don't care about the extra deck banish? You don't really care about the dimensional fissure guy either? I think Blitzclick is probably really good against Invoke.
Ich habe gestartet mit den beiden Scales. Überleg kurz, was ich sende.
Do you think it's worth running Aeon in super poly decks? Probably not, unless you literally don't need your extra deck at all. Like, if you can afford to play like 10 super poly targets, you probably do it. But it's, I mean, it's just good against fusion decks.
Dann tue ich mir Shade.
I mean, actually, you can summon Hyper Invoked Aeon with just 2 monsters, right? You can, you just don't get the extra deck banish. But I think if you, even if you just take 2 attributes, you can still summon it, right? And still banish 2 cards. That is still really good. Yeah, no, it's probably worth, yeah. I mean, taking 2 fusion monsters with different attributes is something that can definitely happen against Branded. Can happen against Archmage. Because Non-Finito, do Non-Finito and the Arcturus have the same attribute or different?
Perfekt.
They have different attributes, right? So you can just super poly those 2 into Hyper Invoked Aeon. I think, I personally think that we are going to see a lot of Hyper Invoked Aeon play in general, not just in Invoked. I actually think the use that we've just seen in Invoked is just the beginning of the reign of this card, quote unquote. Like, I think that card is so strong in so many different ways that we are going to see a lot of it. Like, that card is so generically useful. I saw people at locals yesterday playing it in Fairy Tail, playing it in, I mean, regular Invoked, playing it in Branded, playing it with literally heavy polymerization going second, summoning Hyper Invoked Aeon is a thing. There's so much you can do with that card.
Das ist kacke.
So many decks that can summon it. It's not, that card is not locked to Invoked at all.
SP target, I guess, Ringworm,
Chainline target.
Chamberrouters. Ich glaube, der sendet sich nicht für Kosten, oder? Aber nee, verbannt sich nicht für Kosten.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I guess when this deck starts off by making Non-Finito for the counter trap, it's basically impossible to resolve Albaz, you know.
Dann die 3. Mandatory Effect.
This is the one I mean. This is the one I mean. Banish both graveyards face down? Why does it do that? Why does it do that? Can someone explain this? This is a hate crime.
Dann darfst du.
What's the condition to summon it from the extra deck? You have to like banish an XYZ, a Synchro, and a Fusion or something? You shuffle back Fusion, XYZ, and Synchro. What was the Synchro? Did we make the Synchro Power Patron at some point? Oh, we just made a Chaos Angel, okay. That is insane.
Sure. Nicht on Rest. Barutas.
Ja. Ah, die Trap ist ja.
Ja.
Ah, the Retribution is gone, so we can't get back the thing. All right. You know, this game, I feel much less bad about a game like this, where at least they went second and at least they had to like play through some stuff. That's fine.
Aber ich habe eine Fusion zu wenig in Rotation gehabt.
I think that's fine.
Gar nicht so teuer, ne?
Nee, es ist das Einzige, was Geld kostet, ist Medios.
Eigentlich auch lustig, das Toxic zu sagen.
Ach komm, ich floodgate nicht. Ich floodgate ja nicht. Oder FTK nicht.
Dude, they're talking about if their deck is toxic or not, and he's like, no, my deck's fine because I'm not floodgating. We had that discussion yesterday. Could they pull it off without evenly? No, I don't think so. I think that game was not winnable without evenly. Is floodgate in German floodgate? I don't think we have a word for floodgate. In like the Yu-Gi-Oh term. Like that, everyone just says floodgate. Fluttor. Yeah, no one says that. Schleuse. Schleusentor. Ja. Okay, I don't know. We've built 5 piles during side decking. I can't follow what's going on here. I mean, if you can follow it, I'm happy for you, but I don't know what we're doing. Okay, that apparently is the side deck. Those are not staying. Okay, these are coming in. All right, we got it. All right, let's skip the shuffling. There's not a lot of time left. Sorry for the spoiler. Maybe this is actually a 2-0. Is Archmage winning 2 games going hello? Why is it so short? All of this is shuffling. What has happened? Did they brick? Bro, evenly Fuwa again. We just get evenly Fuwa'd again and we just say, I'm not gonna watch it a second time. I'm not gonna give you that much screen time. Yes, evenly was in the main deck, which is not super uncommon for Archmage, I think.
Okay.
Okay, all right. I mean, we don't have to. Come on. Bro, this is the equivalent of a master duel opponent just leaving. That's funny. Oh god, what was the hand? They showed it. Was the hand just bad or what? Oh, it was 2 more high spirits and an Aluber. Wait, that hand's it's not that bad, is it? I mean, okay, it's annoying to have 3 high spirits. It's definitely annoying to have 3 high spirits, but you go Albaz, summon Dogmatica Ecclesia. Dogmatica Ecclesia searches Fallen and the Virtuous. Fallen and the Virtuous revives Quem. Then you go normal summon Aluber, search Retribution or another Fallen and the Virtuous. End phase. It's not that bad. You have like it's a solid setup. Are we beating evenly though? We are not beating evenly, but they surrendered before they saw the evenly. Like you don't know they have evenly again. I mean, I would have been like, okay, if you get evenly the second time and then you see that they have a starter, like I understand scooping then, you know. I was like, okay, fair enough. But just the Fuwa alone should not have broken us like that.
Okay.
I mean, I guess after they see the hand, they're like, okay, yeah, fair enough. That was funny. Okay, Archmage defeating Branded 2-0. Going second both times. With a little bit of help from Fuba. And, I mean, technically help from Evenly, but in game 2 it only did psychological damage, not actually, wasn't actually activated. Okay. Round 3. Let's go. Okay, the camera angle is a little hard to see the hand. This is okay. So I have a little bit of background story on this feature match. So, during the round that we just watched, I took this photo. I took this photo during the previous round of this Elf Note Angelic mirror match, which is crazy. Look, what is this game state? Literally, what is this game state? Can someone explain this to me? Can someone explain this to me? Why did you add the FBI? Why not? Look, someone needs to investigate this. Someone needs to investigate what's going on here. So I did my deed as a concerned citizen. I tagged the authorities because something needs. I mean, I don't have the means to investigate this. Someone else, some official authority needs to do that. So I tagged the FBI in my post. Obviously, I did. So yeah. Anyways, after this round, I decided to give the GoPro to one of the players involved, and that's what we got now. Let's see what we're cooking. It is Elf Note going second, however, versus Memento Based. Based God, Memento and Anguish. We do have a little spoiler. In the last round, we have a feature match from the perspective of the Memento player as well. Because in the last round of Swiss, they went up against Blitzkrieg, and I wanted a Blitzkrieg feature match. The Blitzkrieg player said they are fine with being on feature, but they don't want to wear the GoPro because they don't want people to see their hand and their decisions. They would rather play against someone wearing the GoPro. So in the last round of Swiss, I gave the GoPro to the Memento player because they played against Blitzkrieg, and that was very cool. Who won locals? Invoked won locals yesterday. Alright, whose turn is it? The Memento player's turn, but we do have a turn 0 Regina here, which is the true, like this, showing the true power of this new Synchro 10 from Chaos Origin, I suppose. We have the June Pride now to bring back all of these elf nodes, one from hand, one from grave, one from deck, and that gives us, I believe, a hand loop and a bounce, which is a lot of interruption.
Dann Effekt Lucina, ihren Platz mit den Monstern der mittleren Zone zu tauschen und dann ein Monster der Stufe 6 oder niedriger auf die Hand zu geben.
Oh, okay. I think it's worth noting here that I feel like the better order would be to hand loop first, right? You would want to hand loop first because you don't want to hit the horse. We don't want to hit the horse with the hand loop. So by returning the horse to the hand, we now have a higher chance of just hitting an irrelevant card, I think. Right? Or are we not instantly hand looping to try and hit an extender? Oh, they pass. We don't even hand loop, they just pass. Okay, unfortunate. Man! Okay, I mean, yeah, well.
Stand by main. Effekt, eine Elf Notes bei Trap zu placen. Effekt, the chat to placen.
We are not winning this with Memento going second with no back row. What, dude? What's the hand? This is, I would like to have the Memento point of view right now, because what kind of hand do you draw where you don't even have like anything to set? That's so unfortunate.
Effekt zum Adden.
The blue one cannot place from hand, just saying. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, they did do that to maybe try and bait a hand trap, I guess, and they couldn't because they drew the welcome home. They probably just didn't know that. It is just locals. Mistakes can happen. They probably didn't know. Because I do know that Fortuna can place from hand, so that's probably why they assumed they both can.
Chaining 1 Power Patron zum Suchen.
Okay, we search the Elf Note Power Patron. We scale the Elf Note Power Patron.
Genau, der der hat den Effekt, dass wenn ein Elfnot oder Powerpage Monster gespecialt wird, dann poppt er sich und dann darf ich 2 Karten ziehen und eine discarden. Effekt Strelitzia um einen Elfnot oder...
Having the two-player mat folded up versus a guy with no mat is funny. Now that you say that, yes, that is kind of funny. We could have just extended it. We could have just extended it. For the next feature match, the Memento player, I just gave them my playmat for the last round when they were the GoPro. For this round, I didn't think of it. So in the last round, they're gonna have one. Don't worry.
Von Rhapsody, Kosten sind...
All right, so we use the trap to revive. I mean, at this point, we just go for game, right? There's nothing really that Memento can have here, because the only interruptions that Memento can possibly have, you can only have them if something got destroyed, like a Memento and Sleepy. Only if we were to destroy something, but we drew Ash and Ogre off of that. That's convenient.
Regina Effekt, eine Elf- oder Powerpage-Karte von Face-Up Extra Deck oder Friedhof wieder auf die Hand zu nehmen.
That is Witness of the Ancient. Yes, this is Elf Note Angelici. Which, there was 2 Elf Notes at locals yesterday, and they were both playing Elf Note Angelici, which I think is a weird coincidence. I think that's, it's one of those instances where it's weird that it happened twice.
Dann,
Elf Note Angelici is the best version. Is it?
Dann Onsam-Effekt
Is it really the best version? What makes it better?
Dann ihn und ihn. Dann würde ich hier einen Token specialen und dann Effekt zum Placen.
Now that I'm seeing this card in action, like Witness of the Ancient is kind of an insane card, isn't it? And for the Angelici deck, that card is kind of giga custom, isn't it? You just summon it, place 2 from the extra deck for free, and you get a token as well for no investment, pretty much. That card is kind of nuts.
Monster von Angelici und dann Chaining 2, den Feedspell zu suchen. Dann für den Token würde ich mal kurz den hier nehmen.
Okay, am I the only one who is slightly bothered by the fact, not by the fact that they're using a dice to mark the token, but by the fact that they made a level 2 token and the dice is showing a 5? Why is it not showing it 2? Explain yourself.
Such den Feedspell. Und der lässt...
Okay, another question. How crazy is Witness of the Ancient in the OCG when they can just make Baron with it, and it's just an instant Baron, isn't it?
Die Trap kann ich aktivieren, den Feedspell zu placen und einen Monster zu specialen. Genau. Dann würde ich hier...
Yeah, they put everything is wrong here. The rook is not on the side where the rook would normally be.
Token nehmen und ihn.
I mean, we're winning, but at what cost, really?
Für einen Light Chaos Angel Target zum Banishen und dann End of Main.
Ja, bis gleich.
Yeah, okay. I mean, this was just a matter of... It did showcase the power of the turn 0 Regina play, where you just get... I feel like turn 0 Regina is legitimately more powerful than turn 0 Holly Sue. In terms of... Because you just get so much card advantage out of it. It is a bigger commitment into hand traps because you discard the elf note for cost. You don't have to just reveal it like with Holly Sue. That is true. And Holly Sue had, I mean, Holly Sue was 2 pops, and Regina is a bounce and a hand rip. Which I guess, I mean, 2 pops is technically more board interactions, but the hand rip is also really potent sometimes. Does the TCG have June Pride now? Yes, June Pride is out. June Pride is out and really, really good. All right, we put in some Pot of Sloth for going second. Let's see what else we got. Nice World Championship sleeves as well. Just noticed that. Fuba. Wahoo, yo!
Ja. Ja.
Oh, hallo. Fuba. Lucina called by... I thought that was Regina for a second. I thought that hand was completely insane. Oh, no! They're starting with Dark Blade against Fuba. No! Memento. My Memento go. Oh, we have one Ash. Called by two? Oh, come on. No! That's the one time I was rooting for called by Ash. Ah, Nip! Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts my soul. I mean, unironically, Memento is fine into Fuba, though. It's just annoying that the starter was Darkblade. Darkblade is the worst starter into Fuba, but still. Ah, we drew Gaddick! He just like me for real!
Von Graveyard? Ja.
Okay. So we have enough mementos in hand to go into the combined creation immediately. I assume we are using the ones from hand and not the Anguish from the... Why did we do Bell as well? We drew enough mementos, so we're probably making SP? I think we're making SP, so we're gonna give another draw for the Fuba, but we are safe, somewhat safe from the Nib. Okay, Aki Huron. This is full setup. This is good.
Target Diffusion.
Yeah. Gaddick, add back fusion. Nice. Wait. Ah! No. Wait. Hold up. Gaddick, target fusion. I think you want the fusion to stay in the grave. Because you can banish the fusion, pop one of your guys, search Bone Party. Aki Huron comes back. Yeah. I think the line is, this is Memento lessons from like 2 years ago at this point. It's been a while since I've played this deck actively, but I think you go fusion, banish, destroy Gaddick, search Bone Party. That triggers Aki Huron to come back. Then you use Anguish to destroy the Aki Huron to bring back the Gaddick so that Aki Huron can add back the fusion. That way you have fusion and Bone Party to both set. I think that's what I would do. Because now the problem is we have the fusion spell in hand, but we don't want to use it this turn because we're under Fuba. So we don't have Bone Party. Unless the last card in hand is Bone Party, then... But yeah. But if the last card in hand is Bone Party, we could have chained it to the Fuba. You can also go Goblin. Actually, no, you know what? I take it back. This works too. They know what they're doing, it seems. Because you can go Goblin, pop Aki Huron, send Bone Party, and that also just works. That's fine. Yeah. No, they're fine. Yeah, this works. Bone Party, right? Bone Party? Yeah, nice. It's very fun for me to watch Memento for this exact reason. Because Memento is my favorite combo deck. Because there's just a lot of ways to get there. And that makes watching it very fun. You usually never follow like a strict one card spreadsheet line with Memento. It's my favorite combo deck for that reason. And it's also my favorite combo deck because the end board is actually beatable most of the time. It's not like an auto win end board that is your goal. So in my opinion, Memento is the perfect example of how to properly make a combo deck in terms of power level, difficulty, ceiling. I think it's the perfect execution of a combo deck. Like if they made every combo deck like Memento, I would not be complaining about combo decks. I'd like it more if it played faster. Yeah, I agree with you, but that's just combo decks, right? Like Memento, I don't think Memento takes significantly longer than the Archmage lines we've seen earlier. Okay, we make SP. Talent. Their hand is good, though. Oh, God. I don't know if we can beat this with Memento. We've got Nib, which they can dodge with SP, but we're still gonna lose the combined creation. But we can bring it back. Memento is Charmer, Zena, Georgius, Warcrime, Turbo now, though. I mean, yeah, that's an issue with those cards, though. Not with Memento. Okay. Hog. Lul. Biju Lul.
Stand by main fine? Yep.
Why does the dice not show 11? No, this dice is based, actually. It shows 3 because it's 3000. This is fine.
Ja, Special ist okay.
Effekt zum Adden einer Elfenot-Karte. Also Elfenot-Monster.
Ja, ist fein.
Alright, we allow adding an Elf Note monster with Lucina. I'm gonna be honest with you, I think Talon's Called By plus Solid Engine just breaks this. I think it just breaks this. Also, Bell on that.
Irgendwas Open Game State? Open Game State? Ja. Okay, Normal Power Patron.
Was hat der für einen Effekt nochmal?
Quick Effect, ich trage das Monster in der mittleren Zone, um 3 Stufen zu erhöhen und dann kann er optional eine Synchro-Beschwörung mit einem Elfenot.
SP is a pretty good check for that. Maybe we should have gone in now and tried to remove. Ah, Black Rose based! I'm so scared and it's so based at the same time.
Power Patron zum Adden.
Oh god, wait, that Black Rose ruins us. Oh my god, we definitely had to do something beforehand. That Black Rose is massive. Oh shit. Nah, it's Jover, I think.
Targetet die? Die sagt?
Stellt einen auf dem Feld oder in der Hand und endet einen oder Special ein.
Okay.
Is that your phone on the left? Yes, that's my phone. I gave them my GoPro and my phone to record, of course. Oh, we let the Sleepy get popped by the Black Rose. I like that. That's sneaky. It's gonna end up losing to the Called by the Grave, but I like that play. Because now we can go Aki Huron Engrave, Sleepy send Gatic, and then Gatic add back Sleepy, and that would be disruption. Oh, actually, they called by the Aki.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Send Gatic. Bring back Gatic. Gatic, bring back Sleepy.
Ja.
Yeah, but the talents. The talents.
Und danach nichts mehr, oder? Okay. Special Tinia.
Oh, we're not looking at hand.
Von dem Spell.
We're not looking at hand with talents yet.
Irgendwas hier.
Lul.
You realize passt Lull zum Special von Medius und dann darfst du auf die Beschwörung von Medius nicht reagieren, wenn die Karte
I
resolved.
can't take this card seriously. It's called Lul.
Effekt Medius.
Special Medius.
Irgendwas auf Rest.
When are we gonna talents to look at hand?
Scale Vidolium. Vidolium-Effekt zum Zerstören und das Special von einem Power Patron von Hand oder Friedhof.
Are we just not scared of anything anymore? I mean, I can't even. It's funny because I can't even think of a hand trap that Memento could have here to help them. Maybe Nib, but yeah.
Karte.
Have you seen that LOL was mistranslated? Yeah, I saw it this morning. I saw the post, yeah. We go in! Sleepy, let's go!
Chain in Power Patron. Target. Dann läuft das.
Oh, they play B2B. That's fun.
Nee. Ja.
Okay, we either don't have another memento in hand, or we don't play 3 copies of the Creation King.
Okay.
Horse and Blade.
Ja. Ja.
Revive Sleepy again. Yeah, this was no disruption, unfortunately.
Scale Ronaldo.
Use the talents, please! Not the talents! Are we just trying to demonstrate our power? Are we just gonna be like, I don't need this talents. I don't need this talents to win. I'm gonna beat you without it. Giga Chad, I don't need it. I don't need it.
Irgendwas hier? Effekt zum, also Trigger. Zum sich schießen und dann 2 Karten ziehen. Und eine discarden.
Alright, draw 2, discard 1. Ash and Angelic Trap. Okay, we don't need the Angelic Trap.
Elfenot oder Power Patron Karte von Face Up Extra Deck oder Friedhof. Genau mit habe ich den Power Patron. Hätte ich mir die Tinia.
Add back Tinia.
Wie viel Verteidigung hat der?
1000.
Ah, okay.
Talents to take the Sleepy. Talents to take the Sleepy is funny. I guess maybe that's the reason why we're not using it yet, because we're trying to figure out like how are we gonna win, how are we gonna go for game, and maybe we need to take to move the body out of the way. I just thought that we would have enough damage for sure.
Chaos Angel Onsam Effekt Target zum Banishen.
Okay, never mind. We're banishing it with Chaos Angel.
Rhapsody Effekt Kosten Target ist der Power Patron zum Reborn.
Revive with the trap.
Irgendwas hier?
Synchro 7 for Sterlitzia, I guess.
Strelitzia Effekt zum Reborn.
Wie Punkt hat der?
3000, weil er in der Mitte ist.
Okay.
End of Main.
Oh, right. Sterlitzia is bigger if it's in the middle. Ah, okay. The last card in hand was Goblin Biker Grand Breakout. Okay. Yeah, the Memento Soldier falls to the Elf Notes. First game was very unfortunate, and second game, double Fuwa, talents called by. I think there was a chance to win this game if we had respected the existence of the Black Rose, potentially, right? I think the Black Rose was just insane. The Black Rose was insane, and if we maybe had interacted beforehand, maybe we could have prevented it and maybe had some more disruptions, but the Elf Node hands was so good that maybe we would have still lost. But yeah, okay, interesting one. And then we have a redemption arc potentially for the Memento player, because I brought them on feature again for round 5. This time we are going to watch from their perspective. And the reason why I gave them a feature match, quote unquote, back to back, is because this round they are up against Blitzkrieg. And because Blitzkrieg is the deck that I originally wanted to play yesterday, I thought it would be cool if we got Blitzkrieg on feature in the last round. They are currently, I believe, sitting at a 3-1 record. So they were the only Blitzkrieg player at locals, but they were doing pretty well. So let's see how the last match went. What do you think of the Ryziel engine in Blitz? I think the Ryziel engine in Blitz is fine, but I do think the Albaz engine is just better. So from my perspective, I think it's completely okay if you wanna, if it's like a budget decision. I think the Ryziel cards are fine, but I do think the Albaz cards are better.
Sammel Darkblade.
Okay, we're going first, and this time we are not going to pass to 1 disruption. I see that hand. That is a wonderful hand of memento here. All right. We have a Ghost Ogre onto the Darkblade. That is a good answer, though. But we do chain the Bone Party.
Special.
We still have to... The thing is... Are we... Oh, wait, hold up. I need to listen to this. Are we chaining the Bone Party, or are we activating it in a new chain? I really like chaining it. But if you chain it, you will still have to pop the thing that you summon.
Chain Bone Party.
Chain Bone Party. Okay. Then we should summon, I think, Sleepy here. Not Anguish, because the Anguish wouldn't trigger. Alright. Do we have that on the radar?
Dann Witch zum Suchen. Nee, also er kann nicht special, wenn er nicht zerstört.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So what should have happened here was, because we chained Bone Party to the Darkblade, to the Ghost Ogre, the Darkblade will still resolve. I think the Memento player here is under the impression that the Darkblade has to destroy itself. They think that it has to destroy itself. So the opponent just asked, like, hey, doesn't the Darkblade resolve and destroy the Anguish? And he said, no, the Darkblade only resolves if it destroys. So it happens. Basically, we can just treat this as they activated Bone Party in a new chain to extend. Fine, whatever. It's okay. It is just locals.
Effekt zum Special. Effekt zum Millen. Schießt einer auf dem Feld, millt die Stufe.
It doesn't really make... It's actually... And the reason... The way you know it's not intentional is because this is straight up infinitely worse for them. It is infinitely worse for them if they do it this way. Like, if you go chain Bone Party and you know the interaction, you would just summon Gaddock, not Gaddock. You would just summon Sleepy. Then the Darkblade would destroy the Sleepy. You would still get to summon Anguish, and then you just get to trigger Anguish and Sleepy in the graveyard. It is just better for you. So they obviously just, you know, it's an honest mistake. It happens.
Dann Getting zum Special. Und Getting zum Enden, Target Sheet. Dann...
Did Blitzkrieg get the GoPro at all? I asked them for the last round. I asked the Blitzkrieg player if they wanted to do the GoPro, and they said they would feel more comfortable if the opponent would wear it and not them. And I said, okay, fine, I'll ask your opponent, because I'm not forcing anyone to wear it. I'm just asking people, and if they don't want to, it's okay. So he just said he's okay with the match being on camera. He would just like to not have the GoPro on and have the opponent use the GoPro. So I asked the opponent.
Fusion.
If we treated it as a new chain, we'd have to destroy something. Oh yeah, right. But they did have another one in hand, so they could have kept playing either way. But yeah, I mean, yes, it's a mistake. They didn't realize how it worked. This is completely normal, and this is also what locals are for. You're here to learn, so you know, no hard feelings. It's completely okay. And we've learned something, and we move on. It's no biggie.
Schießt ein, addet 2.
For the last round? This is the last round. I was referring to this particular round, because, yeah. Okay, we resolved the Twin Dragon now, popping itself, bringing back Maze. We are very well in engine here, so we are going to have the full board, I think. The full board in this case being probably SP, Fusion plus Combined Creation. They do play the Tri-Horned Dragon though, so we probably can put that up as well. But let me put that to 1.25 real quick.
Fusion.
I mean, we are basically there already, unless we play any other fancy stuff to bridge into. We already have everything we need to make that happen, right? We summon the Fusion here. We just want to, at this point, we just want to make sure we have access to both spells. And we want to make sure that we have the field spell, and we want to make sure that we have like Akihiron and some graveyard setup. So here's the Akihiron, here's the combined creation, there's the big fusion in graveyard, so that's going to give us the field spell. And then we have everything, I believe, right? Because we can go activate field spell, we can use in the graveyard, we can use the fusion to search for another fusion, and then the field spell in the end phase can reset Bone Party. So we have it all now, yeah. We do have to destroy something. Yeah, okay. I thought we forgot. It's funny because he brought back Akihiron even though we didn't destroy something yet. Okay, a lot of stuff known. It's good because we have Book of Eclipse to set as well, and we have Pot of Prosperity to dig for another non-engine behind the board. We use Witch to pop Aki, bring back Sleepy, Aki add back this, so we have the fusion in hand. Now we go for... What do we end on in this? Is it just SP to be safe from Nib? That's what we did last time. We don't have a whole lot of monsters in the graveyard though. I feel like we would want more monsters in rotation. Yeah, it is SP. Prosperity. Let's look at that extra. What else is there? We play Berphomet, Selene Axis Code, Dark Charmer, Guardian Chimera Based. We banish Dark Charmer, Mysterion. Okay, interesting. And we're on 0 Warcrime. Yeah, this is a very wholesome Memento deck. I love this deck. It's actually awesome. Second Book of Eclipse. That's okay. I mean, I will say I will be impressed if Blitzclick beats this. The only issue I have is we don't have enough mementos in rotation in the graveyard. We have to probably shuffle one back from the hand. And we lose the Akihiron and the Anguish. Yeah, that's the only thing. We should have had like maybe 1 or 2 more mementos in rotation. It's fine. It's fine, but yeah. Okay. All right. Blitzclick, 5 cards in hand. Normal summon, Sword Ryzeal. Okay. Normal summon Sword Ryzeal, search. X'd. That's scary. Special X'd, send Valon. Valon, target a Book of Eclipse. We probably don't want to chain the Book of Eclipse, so we let that happen. Not even chaining the SP. And we can start popping off now. We definitely can't allow them to make Exiton Knight. Definitely not. We cannot allow an extra deck here. But we can go into the... We can just Bone Party away the Trihorn. And this is cool because it gives us... like, it pops both Ryzeals. And we get a search from the Witch. And we get to send Gatic with the Sleepy, which is really, really good. Mace, and now we pop Gatic, and now we pop Sleepy. We still have a huge combined creation. We can still pop off with that. Memento is quite a tough deck to pilot. Yes, it is, but that's what makes it fun, I think. Ooh, Surge Blitzclick. Okay. Pops the combined the Creation King. Could we not have brought the Creation King right back with the combined creation? Ooh. Okay. Right. This is a good this is good because this gives us a lot to this is a very interactive game, which is why we have a lot to learn from this one. I think we probably... So the way that the Blitzclick cards work, right? The Blitzclick cards need to see another card being destroyed in order to trigger their effects, right? So here, in this instance, when the Grain Blitzclick in hand is targeting our back row to pop it and summon a card from hand, if we chain SP Little Knight onto the Surge will not search for a monster. So I think SP... This is a very good SP Little Knight here, I think, to target itself and banish the Surge. The Grain will hit the field, but the Surge will not see the destruction of the back row, so the Surge will not add a card. Or we could have taken it with Mace as well. That was also an option. But I think just letting it search Whisker here is dangerous.
Jupp. Bislang nicht, nee. Dann Unrest davon. Was macht nochmal?
Because now Whisker is like one of the most powerful cards here that they could have. So letting them have Whisker is really, really difficult to deal with.
Okay, dann Unrest. Sein Trigger-Effekt zum Reborn.
Okay, we use the combined creation now. Probably to bring back Creation King. Another Ghost Ogre. That's fine. That's okay. Maybe chain SP or chain Mace. Chain Mace! No! Now we can no longer Mace.
Kurz schauen. Field Trigger, target ihn im Grave. Zum Reborn oder Special von der Hand. Was macht sie? Edit Spell. Ja, ist okay.
Yeah, we're doing the classic thing when we're playing against a new deck. We're asking what the cards do once we've already triggered them, which is a classic Yu-Gi-Oh player thing.
Okay, was
We've all been there. We've all been there. What is the synergy of the branded cards with Blitz? Mainly the fact that Fallen and the Virtuous is a very, very good card in the Blitzclick deck to trigger your effects. So having more access to it is good. But they give you a little bit more grind game, and they also give you another consistency tool because you can just normal summon Fallen of the White Dragon and make Dugaris and draw 2 cards.
Nee. Ja. Die beiden gar nichts.
The Blitzclick player got away with so much more they should have. Yeah, but this is my favorite feature match so far because this is the one that there's the most to learn from.
Was macht die? Ja.
Because there's a lot of small interactions going on here that are worth talking about and worth like discussing, which I think is pretty cool. And it is a very ooh, Guardian Chimera. Let's go. What was that? 2 from the field? Thunder King Ryo! That alt art is cool. I'll give him that.
Ja. Ja. Dann, was macht er?
Rayo sagt, wir können beide jetzt nichts mehr adden,
Ja.
außer durchs Ziel. Und wenn du genau einen Mod
Main deck Thunder King, huh?
Shellfax kann ihn
Alright, alright.
also wenn du Trikots haben oder links haben musst.
Okay, dann würde ich gerne die beiden schießen. Hast du abgehoben?
Ich mach nochmal, ich will mir gerade ein T-Shirt.
Alright, pop 2, draw a Goblin. I mean, still, even though I feel like we could have managed our interruptions even better, we're not out of it yet.
Alles klar.
We are not out of it yet. SP returns. Sword returns. I think Sword was in attack mode, but fine. We have a bunch of mementos engraved, so we can start the turn by summoning the 5k. We might still win this, no? I mean, they have a lot of disruptions still. From the Blitzclick side here as well. It's an interesting follow-up turn. Shuffle 5 back, bring out this. Thunder King Ryo can negate this because it does not start a chain. It's not an activated effect to summon the combined creation, so Ryo could negate this right now.
Du liest 3 Anfang Defense und ich kann einfach einen Blitzkick Name als Extra-Deck, das
Not sure if they are aware of this or if they are holding the Ryo because they want to stop searching.
Battle Phase? Nee.
Battle phase. Breakaway. Bounce Ryo. Pop that. Let it happen. Doesn't chain SP. Alternator. Shuffle Emmy. Search Whisker.
Den Turn, was vom Blitzkrieg-Effekt gestört wurde, kann ich ihn special.
Ja.
Also bist du kalt dran. Special die beiden mit die beiden.
Whisker summon back out Ryo.
Ja.
Pop
Den
both.
2. Normal Goblin. Dann Goblin-Effekt. Schließ einen auf dem Feld und Bild 2 vom Deck auf dem Friedhof.
We could have used SP to protect our Guardian Chimera or Combined Creation, yeah.
Dann.
Ja, er wird zerstört.
Er wird zerstört, dann würde ich chain. Bone Party.
Chain Bone Party to the Whisker. We have to special summon.
Summon.
We are now kind of lacking mementos here.
Blade.
So yeah, okay. I like the Dark Blade.
Dann.
Dark Blade effect. But we can't use Anguish to search, which is annoying.
Witch zum Suchen.
No, we cannot. Ah!
Dann. Hold on. In Reihe gibt's ja auch. Ich würde dann. Darf ich zurücknehmen? Einen anderen Special? Okay.
Ooh, take back allowed. Okay, based.
Nicht adden, ne?
Ich glaube, ich habe selber geaddet, oder? Nee, warte, der war auf der Hand. Und dann habe ich geaddet, ja, das
Dann special ich Gatic.
Special
Back,
Gatic.
target Die Fusion zum Adback.
Ooh.
Dann Fusion.
Do we have another? We have the 3K back in the extra deck, right? We have the 3K back in the extra deck.
Dann Mill 3.
This is this still winning? I think it's still winning, isn't it? Now you go mill 3. Sleepy, 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 sleepy. Sleepy. Nice. Now you go We still cannot search.
Poppt ein. Edit einer. Ist schlimm, hast recht. Ja. Dann
We still can't.
dann
Ryo, believe it or not, is permanent.
Creation King Effekt. Target die beiden zum Schießen. Und er muss
Pop that
Donner-
Ryo, pop that Ryo, quick.
Aber
Both
der
of them.
Muss ein Donner bouncen. Sie schaffelt einen zurück und du darfst einen anderen Namen adden, ne?
einen anderen Donner, ja.
Was macht
Ich muss Blitzkrieg zurückmachen.
Okay, was macht die im Friedhof?
Im Friedhof kann ich sie verbannen.
Ja.
Kost, und dann kann ich mir Spell
The first Colossus. The first. I was about to say the first Thunder Dragon, but that's not true. The first Thunder Dragon was Thunder Dragon.
Die beiden Monster nehmen.
Also deine werden zerstört und meine
Auch, ja. Genau, ja.
Bring back Gaddick.
Dann Effekt zum Reborn. Dann jetzt
Alright.
Effekt.
So here, it's something they missed, but Gaddick this turn was not summoned by its own effect yet. We summoned it off of Bone Party, so we could have brought it back right now because it was sent to the graveyard by a monster effect because Combined Creation, Creation King popped it. So we could have brought back the Gaddick here as well from the graveyard. But they are still in a good position, I think.
Bone Party. Dann Akkiron-Effekt. Edit mir die Fusion zurück.
Also, isn't Talons live? Talons is live, right? Because the Whisker negated the Goblin.
Dann heb nochmal ab. Draw 2.
Ah, we draw? Drop it in Super Poly! I was about to say, why don't we take away follow-up from their hand with the Talons? But I guess if you draw Droplet and Super Poly, then fair enough, man.
2, 3,
Fair enough.
5. Und dann.
How is Memento this format? It's not bad. It's not one of the best decks either, but it's playable, I guess. It's very fun, I think. I like this deck a lot. Special summon sword, activate effect, add ice. Super poly, no cards in hand. We can add cards back if we just remember to use the combined creation. Wait, special ice? Special ice by sending alternator. Oh, probably because we want to use alternator to add. Interesting. Yeah. So do we have no mementos in grave, or did we forget to activate combined creation to revive? I actually don't know. Oh, chain fallen onto it. No targets. Okay. That's probably why we went talents to draw in. Yeah, there's no targets, unfortunate. This is rough. Then that also means that the Mementolan Fusion can't really summon anything now, unless I guess... Does Guardian Chimera say it can't be used as fusion material? Am I misremembering that, or does it say that? No? So it can be used as fusion material? Because then we could make Dragostapelia with the Mementolan Fusion, and we could combine SP and Guardian Chimera, right? Loom.
Okay.
I think that is looking very good for Blitz now.
Yep.
Haven't seen Detonator in a while? True, it's been a while, yeah.
Welche?
Search pop token.
Zum Zerstören? Ja, okay. Yep.
Making Twin Dragon so Super Poly is live. They cannot. They have only one memento engraved. They can't make Twin Dragon, unfortunately.
Yep. Yep. Nee.
Also, at this point, you would lose your back row if you activate it, right? Because the detonator would chain the detach Valon. You would lose both other back rows.
Ich würde versuchen, Fusion zu aktivieren. Nee, es geht gar nicht. Es ist Main only, sorry.
Yeah, we are in the battle phase. Can't use fusion anymore. So we have to droplet just to survive? Yeah, we're not coming back from this one.
Droplet. Send. Jupp. Dann halbiere ich ihn. Okay.
Pusht du das draufgerechnet oder danach?
Davor wird er schon draufgerechnet, meine ich.
Das bei 350, dann kriegst du 1,57 Damage
Ja.
und hast 955 Schuss auf.
Okay.
Mantis 2.
Ja.
Yeah, I don't think we have a top deck from this.
Würde ich in Mindface gehen und Algon resolven.
Ja.
Oh yeah, they get fallen at the Virtues too. I forgot about that already, but they didn't.
Dann Draw.
Gaddick, no! Why? This is the worst possible draw ever in the history of draws, man. Why is it Gaddick? Why does it have to be Gaddick? Why do I have to look at another drawn Gaddick?
So, Attack, Target Fusion.
Just Whisker Negate, yeah. I mean, this was by far my favorite game so far because there was so much to analyze in this one. That was an awesome game. Even though we definitely, I think we could have won it. But I think those are the best games to look at, are the ones where something could have been done different. Oh, Riftbound card spotted! Okay, we cite more engine for going first. Another Gaddick and another Darkblade. We cite in Droll against Blitzclick. That is probably good, right? But Droll seems good against Blitzclick. At least not bad. I'm also looking at the main deck. The main deck is hella based. We have like no Ash in the main deck. We're just playing quick play board breakers. And Fuba in the main. That's a based main deck if I've ever seen one. Book of Eclipse doesn't seem great going first against Blitzclick because they don't really play like Imperm Veiler. I wouldn't expect them to, right? And I mean, after, like we saw it in this game, it can be awkward to have Book of Eclipse set behind your cards when you make a board in Memento, because you will all right, game 2.
Crazy.
I've been there, my friend. I've been there. I feel that. Ah, dude, it's the worst feeling ever. Because the thing is, like, these Memento brick hands, they feel particularly bad because they are so close to being absolutely insane. Because you're not even bricking because you don't draw starters or you don't draw engine. You have 2 really good engine cards in hand here, but they both require a monster to play. It's so sad. Any monster in this hand is crazy. Man, especially after how banger game, like it was a banger game 1 and now this.
Yep.
Why did Memento completely fall off in the meta? Is it really that trash? I mean, I think it's not a trash deck. No, it's definitely not trash, but like other combo decks are easier to play and have more unfair end boards. So naturally, people are gonna gravitate towards those.
Yep. Was macht ihr?
Also mein letztes Monster kann nicht gestartet werden.
Aha.
Okay, we go breakaway, place, return, stroke.
Auf die Hand raus als Boss. Negiere den Effekt und zerstöre die Karte.
Okay.
Tappe die Effekt.
Yep.
That's a deja vu. I watched that kind of hand in the 2025 Master Duel World Championships. Dude, I'm pretty sure I've probably drawn this exact hand in one of my rounds, unironically. I think I did.
Yep. Ja, GG. Das war ein schnelles.
Man, the Darkblade was the next card. That never look at the next card when this happens. Never, dude. You can only get hurt from it. You can only get hurt from it if you look at your next card in a situation like this. It never does anything good for you, because the thing is, you're gonna look at the next card and it's another break. You're like, oh man, I would have taken so many draws until I could have actually played the game. I'm so mad now. And if you see a starter as the next card, you're like, damn, I was so close. I was so close. It always feels bad no matter what. Okay. All right. And that was locals yesterday. I thought this was fun. Unironically, I mean, I would have preferred to be able to play in locals yesterday, but this was awesome. I really enjoyed that. I liked watching a bunch of different decks and a bunch of different like POVs during this locals. I appreciate everyone who was willing to record their games yesterday with my GoPro. Thank you, everyone. I really enjoyed that. That was awesome. I might do it again in the future if people want to wear the GoPro and record their matches. I thought that was very fun.